Good morning, children. Today's topic is pronouns. Pronouns, as you see the word children, if we try to break this word, it breaks into pro and nouns. Nouns we have already done in first term syllabus, and you had been doing the topic right from class 1. So in any case, the word pronoun is something that is related to the word noun. And when we see pro here, it can be defined as the words which are used in place of nouns. For example, read this. Ritu is a nice girl. Ritu is my cousin. And suppose further I have to speak something related to Ritu, I will use her name and write Ritu's parents are doctors. When we read this, children, the word Ritu, except for the first sentence, Ritu here and Ritu here, makes the sentence monotonous. Monotonous otherwise literally means boring, but if you read something in which a repetition is there, then also that part of reading or that part becomes, that particular thing which you read, it becomes boring. So here, because of the use of the word Ritu, we can find that the reading gets little boring or little bit awkward, you can say here. So the same sentences could be written as Ritu is a nice girl, she is my cousin, and her parents are doctors. So what is the change between the two pair of you can say paragraphs or the sentences written in this part and this part is the change of the words here. In place of this Ritu, the word she has been used, and in place of this Ritu, we have used the word her. So this is what, children, pronouns actually are. They are the words like she and her, they are the words which are used in place of nouns, and here the noun is Ritu. The same example can be, the same definition, children, can be understood by this explanation or the example given here. Do you like flowers, Kapil? Shweta said, do you like flowers? The flowers, Kapil. And then Shweta only said, I have brought them. Who is I here, bete? I here refers to Shweta and you here refers to Shweta. And flowers, for flowers, the word has been used them. The same sentences, if Shweta might have spoken like this, do you like the flowers, Kapil? Shweta has brought flowers. So this sounds a little bit awkward and abrupt, and language wise it is wrong also. So that is how come the use of pronouns. At times while speaking or writing, we need to use the words that replace, remember this word, that replace or are used in place of nouns. Such words are known as pronouns. Another example, I like apples. The statement has been said by Reenu. I like apples, they are good for health, I eat them every day. Now if Reenu would have spoken like this, I like apples, apples are good for health, I eat apples every day. So using the word apples again would have made the reading boring. Language wise you can say monotonous also, and something strange would have been about the use of these words. So the words apples here and apples here has been replaced by the words they and them, which stands for apples. And that is how the words here which are in dark or which are in bold, you can say, not exactly bold, they are highlighted, they are known as pronouns. Some common pronouns are I, me, my, we, us, then you, your, he, him, her, she, it, they, them. They all are used for the people you are talking about, or the person you are talking to, or the speaker the person uses for himself or herself. For example, I, me, we, us is always used by the speaker, the person who is speaking a sentence or speaking something. You and your is always for the listener, because when I is speaking, somebody is there, that is you who is listening. And he, she, him, her, it, these all are the third person pronouns, you can say. They refer to some third person about whom we are talking. So basically pronouns are of three types. This must be in your chapter further. See here, first person, second person, third person. Actually these refer to the speaker related words, the listener related words, and the person whom we are talking about related to that person. They are categorized accordingly, first, second and third. So we'll read about them in detail, or whatever is the content according to your level of the class, further on page number 47. Next, here comes, children. We also use pronouns to show that a thing belongs to somebody or something. Just as, children, we used apostrophe or an apostrophe for showing belongingness in case of nouns. If you remember, Ria's book, women's purses, dogs, tails, boys, hostels, that time we used an apostrophe or an apostrophe s. So here for pronouns also we have possessive pronouns, and they are usually written with an s at the end, except certain words like mine. So most of the possessive pronouns you will find here, no word is written possessive pronouns, but yes, as we have possessive nouns, same way we have possessive pronouns also. And how do we use them? We use them by adding an s to certain words. His is already s, having an s. We do not add an s here because it's already it's having an s there at the end. So see these examples. This is my book. No, that is not yours. That's mine. These CDs are ours. Yours are over there on the shelf. So see these words ending in s, yours, except for mine, as I said, ours, yours here. All these words are pronouns. You may wonder that why not my is a pronoun. Children, my is actually not a pronoun, because the reason is that there is a category of adjectives, possessive adjectives and possessive pronouns. Okay? So this we will learn in detail in class 5. So for the time being, you can just remember that my is, yes, a pronoun, but the way it is used in a sentence, that changes its form, that changes its kind. So we will not do much in detail about this my word here. This will be taken up in detail in class 5. All you need to remember is that there are certain pronouns which you are used to show that something belongs to someone. And for that, we usually add an s at the end of a word. And that word is a pronoun. Mind it, that word is a pronoun. Your is a pronoun, we added an s. Our is a pronoun, we added a s there. And your again is a pronoun, we added a s there to it. Except mine, which does not take any s. So you can see here, mine, our, yours, his, hers and theirs are also pronoun. My is not taken as pronoun. I told you, you'll not understand it much because you have not done kinds of adjectives. When you will do kinds of adjectives, that time you will understand how come my is an adjective here. They show that thing belongs to somebody. Howsoever, name of the person is not there, but they do show that something belongs to somebody. Now in this case, underline the pronouns in each the following sentences and circle the noun which they stand for. I'll do 2 or 3 with you, and rest is your homework, children. As written here, as you can see here, I told you this particular task is for teachers and for you as well, but I told you, you will not understand this now. We will be taking this topic in a higher class, that is class 5. Let's come back to question C. Water and energy are valuable. They must not be wasted. So what is the question? Underline the pronoun. They is the pronoun here. Circle the nouns which they stand for. Now this they has been used for water and energy. Got it? Last evening, Manan practiced guitar very hard. He has to perform on the stage today. Now, which word is a pronoun here? It's he, which has been used for the boy Manan. So, circle this. The giraffe can see very far. It also has a strong sense of smell. Here the pronoun is it, and it has been used for giraffe. So that is how you will carry on with the exercise. Answers will be sent to you by evening or someday later. Next comes personal pronouns. Now children, personal, everybody knows. I want my personal car, I want my personal phone. It means something again which belongs to a particular person, which is only for that person. So personal has that meaning. So there comes personal pronouns. There are many types of pronouns, children. I would like to add here the sentence. There are many types of pronouns. As we have types of noun, we have types of adjectives, we have types of pronouns. But in your book, only 2-3 types are given. One is possessive here, one is personal pronoun. And let's see further what it is. So you will be doing only personal pronouns here. Basically, there are 2 types. We'll read and learn. Most of the pronouns that we have read are used for nouns. We have read he, she, it, I, them, all these we have read. So all these words, they stand for a noun that name persons. Okay? And that is how such pronouns which stand for or which are used for the name of persons are known as personal pronouns. Now that is how the name comes personal, because they belong to, or you can say they refer to, a particular name, and that name can be of one or many, boy or girl, anything it could be. And why they are called personal? Because they refer to that name or that person, particular person. Here, one thing is important, that it is not included in the category of personal pronoun. Why? The reason is that, let's read. The pronoun, it is slightly different from other pronouns. It is used for a noun that names an animal or a thing. So, it is generally used for, not for person, it is used for animal or a thing. For example, if I say, this is my cycle, it was given to me by my mother. So it here stands for cycle. Another one, this is my dog Rocky. Okay, it was gifted to me by my grandfather. Now it here stands for the dog Rocky. So that is how it is an exceptional pronoun, because it does not mention or refer to a person, but it refers to an animal or thing. Okay, so you got it, I suppose, why it is different from these pronouns, he, she, or I, we. Why is it so? Because it refers to animal or a thing, not a person. So how do we categorize these persons now? The personal pronoun we have learnt are divided into 3 groups. There are basically 3 types of pronouns. Personal pronouns. And which pronouns we had done before? We have done on 45, I, me, we, us, you, he, him, she, her, your. If you can recall, that time I spoke about first, second, third person, speaker, listener words I used. So that is the case here. We will learn in detail now what is it. So basically, bachche, the personal pronouns are of 3 types. First person, second person, third person. Now imagine a situation where 3 people are conversing, or let it be 2 people conversing. One will speak and the other will listen. Okay, let me name them A and B. So A will speak, B will listen, or B will speak, A will listen. And these A, B are talking about somebody living in their, you can say, neighborhood. So that person, the words they will use, this A and B will use for that person, all those words will be categorized as third person pronouns. If A starts speaking, the words A will use for himself or herself, those will be first person pronouns. If B is listening to A, so all the words A will use for B person, the second person, they are known as second person pronouns. I hope you got it. And whatever words they will use to talk about that man or the person living in their neighborhood, those words will be termed or known as third person pronoun. See here, three figures you can see. Okay, this boy is speaking, I am Sumit. So I is the first person pronoun. You are Pooja. He is talking to this girl and he is mentioning you are Pooja. So this you stands for Pooja, that is the listener, second person pronoun. And these two are again mentioning about this lady who is standing there, and they say she is Mrs. Rana. So she becomes a third person pronoun here. I hope you understood. If not, just rewind that part. Go back to the video from where I started this. Listen to it. It is very easy. First person is for the speaker in simple words. Second person is you are speaking to, that is listener. And the third person is the one you are talking about. Okay? The person spoken about means the person whom you are talking about. Now here is the list of words which are used for first person, second person, third person. You just go through these. Next comes singular and plural pronouns. Children, as we have singular and plural nouns, and singular is usually without s, and plural is plural word takes an s according to the rule of spellings there. Same case we have singular and plural pronouns. Pronouns stand for nouns. Now pronoun for the words which stand for nouns means they are used in place of nouns. Since nouns can be singular or plural, pronouns can also be singular or plural. Here is a list of singular and plural personal pronouns. Remember, here is a list of singular and plural personal pronouns. Okay, here is something very important written there. Several writers, the people who write stories and all, they use he or she for animals, particularly if those animals are pets. So that is acceptable, means even for the animals, if they are your pets and you have named them. So sometimes we use he and she for them in place of it. That is also acceptable, means that is right. Now here is a list of singular and plural pronouns. They stand for, singular pronouns will stand for one person except for I. Suppose all of you start speaking together in a class and you all say I have submitted, I have submitted, I have submitted. We usually do not categorize I as a singular or plural. Actually it is both. That is why we say I have, not I has. Okay, so have is always used with plural ना. You may wonder why I के साथ have क्यों लगाया जब मैम ने उनको singular बताया. So that is the case because I is used both for singular cases and many times for plural cases as well. However, if you see them in a written form, you will usually categorize I as singular and we as plural. But as I said, suppose you are in the class and all of you start speaking I. That means you all are there speaking for this. So the rule of verb changes here and I will take have there. We notice that you and yours can be both singular and plural. Same is the case with you and yours also, beta. You, if I say all of you, now you here is plural. And if I say Rahul, you are the naughty one. So you here stands only for Rahul. This becomes a singular case. For example, you are a beautiful girl. Now here you is for singular person. And you are beautiful girls. Here you stands for plural. That is girls. Now gender of pronouns. Just as we talk about genders of nouns, you have cow, bull, dog, bitch, sir, madam. Same way, here also in pronouns, we can talk about the gender of pronouns. Now how do we talk about them? First person and second person pronouns. Now first person pronouns are for speaker and second person pronouns are for listener. So I, me, mine, you, yours, we, us, ours, they stand both for males and females. They are common. Even a group of boys will say we, and even a group of girls will say we. Third person pronouns. Third person singular forms. Singular forms you have to check from here, singular and plural. All these, like देखो बेटा, he, him, his, she, her, hers, it. These are for males or females. He kind of words will be for males, masculine. She kind of words will be for females, feminine. And it is, as we have already done, it is both for things and animals. Third person plural forms. Third person plural forms are these. You have learned them here. They, them, theirs. These again for males, females, animals as well as non-living things. They are common for all these. They are common for all these. Here comes the exercise. Before starting it, as I said, if you are not able to get it, please rewind the video, watch it, listen to it again, and then read these parts. It's must to read after every session, video session, to read this so that you get familiar and more clear with your content. Underline the pronouns in the following sentences. Write them in the appropriate column. Columns are given here. Singular person, first person, second person, third person. And first work we have to do here. Underline the pronouns in the following sentences. Write them in appropriate column. I'll do 2, 3 for you. I have not brought any food for me. I told you, beta, I will be categorized as singular here, but when everybody starts speaking, so actually there's no specific, you can say, category of I can be taken both for I, you can say singular and plural, but it's not a written rule there. Actually the thing is to make you understand, because you use have with I have done my work, and have is a plural verb, so there the confusion arises. As a plural it will be as a pronoun it will be always taken as singular here, but for verb we take it in the plural form with the plural subjects. Underline the pronouns. I have not brought any food for me. So I and me. Okay, I and me. And where should we put it? I refers to the speaker. Me is also for the speaker. You can take the help of this table. So you will put them here, I and me. I think we have to write there together only, not here. Next, if this pencil is not sharp enough, you can use mine. If this pencil is not sharp enough, you can use mine. Now in place of the names we have used the words. The sentences read you and mine. Now you कौन होता है बच्चे? Check here. It's here. You. It's in plural form. And moreover, if you still get confused, you can check this table also. If here also it is not clear, you will come to this table, first, second and third persons. But one thing I would say here, that if you are clear with this table, page 47, these two tables won't be a very great topic for you to understand. So you, if this pencil is not sharp, you can use mine. You here is for second person and mine is for here we don't have any second person, here we don't have any third person. Now for question number 2, you, we do not have any, we have two words, you and mine. Mine is for, let us check once, mine is for the speaker. See, I have written here speaker. ठीक है, तो mine will come in first person. You is the listener, it will come here, and we do not have any third person here. Let me erase this part so that you don't get confused. So this is a way you have to move on. Let's do one more. Do not forget to ring me before you come. Now do not, somebody is speaking and me has been used for the speaker. You may mention here also. I, first person will be for speaker, second person will be for listener, and third person will be for person. You are, you नहीं लिखिए, one लिखिए. One is, one means कोई भी. One is talking about ओके तो अब इसमें पर देखो मी और यू. मी इज़ फॉर द स्पीकर. यू किसके बात करें? जिससे आपने बात करी है, जिससे इस पर्सन ने बात करी. तो यू विल कम इन सेकेंड पर्सन एंड वी डोंट हैव एनी थर्ड पर्सन हियर. So this is the way you have to carry on with this exercise. You'll do the work as I said before also. Later on I'll share the answer. Now fill in the blanks with personal pronouns. What are personal pronouns, bachche? If you have forgotten by this time, again turn back to the page or rewind the video and watch it. These are personal pronouns, okay? And these personal pronouns are of three types: first, second and third. Let's read. Dash am. Now am is a verb here. Here your knowledge of subject verb जो आपने बेटा टेंसेज में किया था ना, that will help you a lot. am जहाँ पर भी होता है there is always I. I am ready to help you. Dash can depend upon dash. आप मुझ पर ट्रस्ट कर सकते हो. डिपेंड अपॉन मीन्स मुझ पर ट्रस्ट कर सकते हो. सो यू कैन डिपेंड अपॉन, मैं मदद करूँगा. आई विल हेल्प, सो यू कैन डिपेंड अपॉन मी. Dash are going to Chitra's birthday. Now the verb here is are. Okay. Dash are going to Chitra's birthday party. Dash has invited all of us. तो यहाँ पे क्या आना चाहिए बेटा? We are going to Chitra's birthday party. Always read the full sentence. We are going to Chitra's birthday party. Dash has invited. Whose birthday party? Chitra's birthday party. So she must have given the invitation. So answer should be she. Got it? And this us will tell you that the first word should be we because they are only going. So I hope you will try your best to do these on your own. Don't take mama papa's help. Mama papa's help is needed after doing the work. आप काम खुद करो, चेक कराओ मम्मा से कि मम्मा ये ठीक है. And rest can be checked. Where you have a doubt, you circle it and that can be checked when I will share the answers. Next question is, use pronouns in place of the underlined nouns. Nouns have been underlined. You have to use the appropriate, the suitable pronoun. This is Aslam. Now Aslam is a boy. So we have to remember masculine, feminine genders for pronouns. This is Aslam. Aslam is a big shopkeeper. We won't take much time to write here. We will write only the word. Otherwise you are supposed to write the entire sentence. You just write he. He is a big shopkeeper. Why I have used he? Because Aslam is a masculine gender. All these shops are Aslams. Aslam की है तो Aslam is a boy or you can say a male gender. So it will be his here. You will read it. This is Aslam. He is a big shopkeeper. All these shops are his. I told you already S is there, so we will not use. And here it is possessive pronoun. क्योंकि सारी शॉप्स किसकी है? उसकी. सो व्हेन अ वर्ड शोज belongingness, it will be taken as possessive. Proteins are needed for the growth of the body. Proteins also help the body to replace dead cells. Now proteins is a kind of non-living thing, you can say. So what it will be the word? Plural. We have to use S word, means proteins shows that it is plural. So plural. Third person pronoun we will use here, they. Also help the body to replace dead cells. Eggs, milk and cheese contain proteins is there, contains them in large quantities. This third one you will try on your own and fourth one as well try. Next, see the pattern and then fill in the blanks with the following words. Mine, ours, yours. All possessive pronouns are given here. You may write here possessive pronouns. Because these words show that something belongs to someone. This is my car. This is my car. So this car is mine. It was our gift. किसका गिफ्ट है? इनका गिफ्ट है. So that gift was ours. So accordingly work on these. Next is a puzzle kind of thing and you have been given the clues for across and for down. I'll do only one for you, one each. I cannot spare my book. I cannot spare my book. She must use. मैं अपनी बुक उनको नहीं दे सकता, तो उनको क्या करना चाहिए, किसकी यूज़ करनी चाहिए, अपनी यूज़ करनी चाहिए. शी मस्ट यूज़ hers. Sparing the book means giving the other person the book for some time. Spare का मतलब ये होता है बेटा. Let's see, there's the word fix. H-E-R-S. It's right. I have seen Mr. Kumar on TV, but I have never met. You have seen Mr. Kumar, but you have not met. Mr. Kumar is a masculine gender, so it will be him. So let's try to fix the words in the grid. H-I-M. It's an indication that it is beginning with H. This word is also beginning with H. So my answer is right. It's a hint there. So children, try working on these, and as I said, you will try your best to work on it yourself, and then take mom or papa's help or anybody else's. Thank you children. It's been a long video because of the exercises. Try working on it. Thank you. Have a nice day.